What if everything you thought you knew about YAMAN was incomplete? What if Madrid was not just another stop, but the moment everything changed? And what if the scenes Italy tried to hide are only the beginning of a much bigger storm? Welcome back to Magazine News and Gossip, where today we are diving into one of the most explosive appearances of YAMAN's career. Buckle up, because what happened in Madrid was not just an event. It was a declaration. The Spanish capital didn't simply host YAMAN. It froze, it held its breath, and then it erupted. Crowds gathered long before he arrived. Voices echoed through the streets, banners were raised, and the energy was almost uncontrollable. And then he appeared. Not just any version of YAMAN, but a striking figure dressed entirely in white, glowing with confidence, carrying the sun of Tenerife on his skin like a silent trophy. From the first second, it was clear. This was not just a handsome actor walking onto a stage. This was a man who came to conquer Madrid in more ways than one. But here is where things took an unexpected turn. When YAMAN opened his mouth, the audience wasn't stunned by charm alone. They were shocked by his Spanish. Clear, confident, nearly flawless. The presenters exchanged glances, visibly confused. This wasn't rehearsed. This wasn't basic phrases memorized for applause. This was real, fluid Spanish, spoken with intention and control. Jan revealed that behind this linguistic surprise was pure obsession. In Rome, he studied Spanish 4 hours a day with a private tutor. But that was just the beginning. Alone at home, he watched Spanish series line by line, stopping every sentence, checking every word, repeating every sound. A single episode took him almost 2 hours. Discipline, sacrifice, obsession. That is how YAMAN prepared himself to arrive in Spain, not as a guest, but as one of their own. And then came the darker truth. The glamour faded when Jan started talking about Hungary. The filming of El Turco was not a dream. It was psychological warfare. Isolated, far from home, living in a country where darkness falls at 4 in the afternoon, Jan confessed that loneliness slowly took control of his mind. His days began at 2 in the morning. Training, fighting, horse riding, over and over again. And then there was the drive to set. His driver, a former DJ, knew exactly what Jan was about to face. Brutal scenes, savage emotions. So he played horror and suspense music at full volume, every single day. By the time Jan arrived, he wasn't acting anymore. He was transformed. He said it himself. He arrived with the mentality of a killer. For 6 months, his psychology changed completely. His body suffered countless injuries. Pain became routine. And yet, he never complained. Not once. Because in his words, a warrior never shows weakness. Behind the camera, YAMAN was fighting a battle no one saw. And just when you think it couldn't get stranger, he shared one of the most unbelievable stories of the night. His stunt double in Hungary was not just a trainer. He was a philosopher. For 10 days, this man taught Jan how to approach horses not with force, but with soul. No military logic. No domination. Only understanding. Talking to them. Feeling them. Becoming one with them. While preparing for war, YAMAN learned philosophy. That balance between raw power and deep sensitivity is exactly what makes him so magnetic. Of course, we cannot talk about El Turco without talking about Greta. Jan was clear. He praised her performance, calling it powerful and authentic. Being Italian helped them connect instantly, especially since most of the makeup and hair team were also Italian. He felt at home. But then came the question everyone was waiting for. Those scenes. The chemistry. The tension. The fire. The presenters pushed, and Jan smiled. That knowing smile. He warned everyone to wait until the second episode for the real explosion. And then he dropped the bomb. Italy censored some of the scenes.
Yes.
Censored. According to Jan, certain moments were considered too intense, too much for Italian television. Scenes filled with emotion, beauty, and raw connection were cut. His disappointment was visible.
Those scenes mattered.
They were not cheap. They were meaningful. But here comes the hope. Jan said he trusts Spain. He believes Spanish audiences are more open, more passionate, more honest. And he hopes nothing will be cut here. At Magazine News and Gossip, we are all asking the same question. Will Spain show what Italy tried to hide? Beyond the controversy, Jan spoke with deep affection about Spanish culture. He compared Spain to Turkey, saying they are far closer than Italy. Late dinners, long nights, shared food in the center of the table. For him, Spain feels like home. And here is a detail directors should not ignore. Jan revealed his dream to work with Spanish actors like Luis Sahira.
Why?
Because he loves improvisation. In Turkish romantic comedies, he says up to 80% of the script is improvised. Freedom, realism, raw emotion. That is what he searches for now. What we witnessed in Madrid was not the Jan Yaman of the past. It was a mature man. A man shaped by loneliness, pain, discipline, and purpose. A man who fought physically and mentally to bring Balaban to life. A man who learned a new language out of respect. A man who admits fear, solitude, and transformation without hiding behind fame. El Turco is not just a series. According to Jan, it is a story of redemption. And in many ways, it saved a part of his own life. So now the table is set. The feast is ready. And this journey is only beginning. The premiere on Movistar Plus is approaching fast, and if Jan Yaman truly left his soul, sweat, and blood in this project, the least we can do is witness his rebirth on screen. Now it's your turn. Do you think Spain will dare to show what Italy censored? Or will we be left wondering what was taken away? Drop your theories, your emotions, your excitement in the comments right now. Magazine News and Gossip will be here, analyzing every detail with you. If you made it this far, subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, like the video, and stay with us. Because this story has just begun.